my collection of queer zines was becoming a focus. And that is something that has continued and continues and has kind of taken on a life of its own. I have a collection of queer zines, which are kind of handmade, artist-made. Some of them are more underground, so they're like just literally photocopied. Some of them have incredible production values. Usually limited to 100 or 50 or 10 copies, created by artists. My collection focuses on gay men. This is a zine that I pulled out because of your connection to Toronto. I got it a couple of weeks ago in the Paris Zine Fair from this guy, excuse me, who lives in Toronto. It's called 10 Toronto Cruising Spots. Very useful if you're in Toronto and want to find some other guys who are interested in quick and easy sex. This was done by a young kid. He's very cute. I also got this in Paris. This is a zine by a guy named Olive Bouget, and he found 3 rolls of film from his first camera, which was a Kodak Graffiti. And so these are the pictures that he took when he was 8 years old. Fascinating. Some of these shots are amazing. I just think that's an amazing concept of looking back at the photos that you took as a kid, having, grown up to become an artist. This is a new zine by a really close friend of mine, Paul Moreno. It's called Love is Nothing, and it's tennis themed. Talk about an amazing title. Yeah, I mean, if you love tennis and you love men, this is probably a zine that you might be interested in. Edition of 25. This I love just also because of the concept. It's called Chris, and it's got 4 issues, and each issue is focused on a different movie star named Chris, a current movie star. A lot of these play superheroes. I'm so out of it, I don't actually know who most of these guys are. But, it's just like shots of the different Chris's. And there's something I like about just recognizing that you have 4 mega movie stars that are named Chris and very handsome and marketed based on their appearance. His name is Aaron Crotch. Sorry, Aaron, for mispronouncing your name. This is my favorite zine title of all time. This is not a queer zine, but it's called Everything is Fucked, Everything is Okay, for our bipolar times. And anyway, this is, these guys are great. Let's see, River Zine. This is a zine inspired by River Phoenix, by an artist named David Mack.
So a lot of them are sort of celebrity or oriented, or?
I think I have picked out a lot that are celebrity oriented. I would say a lot of them use found images, whether from the internet or from porn or from celebrity magazines, if they are about celebrities. I don't know how it happened that I picked these out. So yeah, River Phoenix. Does anyone even remember who that is? I don't know.
I do.
We do, you're right. So some incredible stuff here that he's doing with these images. This I love. This is by Billy Miller, an artist and curator of interesting gay art. And he has this series where he takes greeting cards and then draws these images on them. So here you see obviously some sort of terrorist-inspired image. And the thought is, you're on my mind and in my heart and always in my prayers. I love these. This is the greeting card. An accurate reflection of the juxtaposition between our sentiments and our unfortunate reality. This is a zine by a guy named Frank Rodriguez out in California. who I met at the LA Book Fair. And this is, again, inspired by this model named Bart Turner, I guess from maybe the 70s, the early 80s. So these are pictures of some of the advertisements that he was in. And I believe, I have to refresh my memory. I believe Frank at some point met this model and became obsessed with him, or was obsessed with him and then happened to meet him. And he died of AIDS in the mid-90s. One of the most popular Playgirl models of his era. It was an amazing experience to actually meet one of my boyhood idols and have the pleasure of hanging out with him. Making this zine painfully reminds me that an entire generation was lost to a plague. It is a pleasure to share these photos of a beautiful man with hopes that they live a little longer. Yeah. So that's what I brought to show you.
Okay.